It's showtime.
And now, your host, Sherri Shepherd.
Let me catch my breath. Hey, family! It is a day today. I'm excited today. John Murray.
Hello. You're always talking about intentional gratitude, so I'm calling this a well, look at God Wednesday.
I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited, and I know I'm supposed to mention it at the end when when we go to commercial. But Sarah Jakes Roberts is upstairs, and when I tell you, Sarah Jakes Roberts has got me through so much, and she's such an amazing pastor and wife, and I see her friendships with other women, and fashionista, and she loves the Lord, and I'm excited that she came to the show. I'm so...
And if her daddy, the renowned Bishop T.D. Jakes, was here right now, he'd say, get ready, get ready, get ready.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. He sure would. Yeah. And then Ruben Studdard is upstairs from America. Man. He has an album called I Need an Angel, and I used to sing like all of the songs to Jeffrey all the time. He kept crying because I didn't sound like Ruben, but it did a lot for me. Chef Rocco DiSpirito is here, who's my friend. That's my friend. Chef Rocco, he's got a plan for weight loss, and I lost, probably about 25 pounds with Rocco DiSpirito. So I'm always glad when he comes by. Now, this is so funny because I have a question that I have got to ask the more seasoned women in my audience. Clap if you like younger men. Okay, a few. And clap if you like men your age. Like, okay, even more, okay. And I asked this because we were having this debate in my glam team and me about, older men versus younger men. And there's this reality show where women are dating both, okay? The second season of MILF Manor is here, and it's full of these twists and turns. Now, the women on the show, they're not only competing for love from younger men, but they're also competing for love from the men's daddies, okay? Take a look. It's a sneak peek. Take a look.
Where are the men? This is the craziest dating experience ever. Everyone here is looking for love.
Guys, oh my God, it's my dad.
Are we dating the sons and their fathers?
You're in competition with your dad.
There's a dirty little secret.
I don't know how to process what we're seeing right now.
Okay. I don't even know what in the world is this. This is the nastiest thing I have ever seen. This is so nasty to me. I just go, y'all need to be ashamed of yourselves. You can't be messing around with a father and the son at the same time. That is, unless maybe it was somebody that looked like Denzel and John David Washington. Then and y'all better stop because both of them fine. Both of them. And Pauletta Washington, this is for comedy purposes only. Only for comedy, Pauletta. Ha, 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 ha. Because Pauletta don't play. That's PB. Pauletta don't play. So take them off, because I can feel Pauletta staring daggers at me right now. That's her baby. But you know, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of like Father's Day. You know who else? Ooh, Tom Hanks and Chet Hanks. Tom Hanks. And Chet, and you know, John, Chet has that Jamaican patois when he be talking.
That Jafaican patois.
The Jafaican, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. And Rita Wilson, I know that we just met last week and we hit it off so well, but your husband and your son, they both fine. I'm just saying. Okay. That is as far as I will go talking about fathers and sons. I'm not imagining, oh, wait, Ice Cube and O'Shea. Ice Cube and O'Shea. Woo! Those two right there, and Mrs. Cube, I apologize. But you had a fine husband and you got a fine son. Okay, other than those three, everybody else is nasty. Just oh, what about Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr.? Okay, I'm done. I can't no more. Especially because I know Damon, but I know Damon Wayans Jr. too. So get it off the screen. I'm telling y'all, the thought of kissing both the father and the son, and here's the thing, this is a bad, if you, on this show, you're dating the father and the son. I would hate to say to John David Washington, well, you know, Denzel does it this way, John David. That's horrible. Like, that is Pauletta, again, I'm sorry, this comedy purposes. Ha, 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 ha. You know, this is the thing. You're dating the father and the son. So if you say you know you got to eat your food with your applesauce. Oh, wait a minute, that's your daddy. I'm sorry. I just don't like it. It's hard enough. For me, I like men my age. I think, I like dating older men because, some older men are like fine wine. The older men, they have that wisdom, they have the conversation. So for the most part, I like men my own age. I don't go for the younger ones because the younger men, you got to sit up all night listening to their hopes and dreams. It's just... It's exhausting. Takes a long time. The young men always, they got all of these big ideas. I need a young man that's got potential is already realized. Oh my goodness. And I remember I met a younger man. Remember I told you when I was at the airline?
The airline,
He was at the airline and he had a suit on and everything. He was a supervisor and he was so cute. And I actually got back off the plane and I said, Sherri, you got to go for it and give him your number. And because he had a suit and I thought he was my age until he sent a picture and he didn't have the suit on with the cap. And I sent it to all my girlfriends and Niecy Nash texted me back. She said, how old is that baby? That's what she said. How old is that baby? Oh my gosh. So I like older men. But here's the thing about dating an older man, because they do bring a swag to the, it's something about the older man is sexy, but you just gotta worry about him falling asleep mid-conversation. That older man will fall asleep. Oh, you gotta worry about them old men that wanna keep complaining about all the aches and pains, arthritic pain. Always complain they can't do stuff because their knees is hurting all the time. And them older men that want to leave their teeth all over on the sink, want to leave the teeth here, the teeth there. But other than that, older men are good. I love it. So I don't have too much to say. Pauletta, Rita Wilson, and Mrs. Cube, I'm good. There was ha 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 ha. It was fun. So you can check out MILF Manor Sunday nights on TLC. Woo, that's.
We went from all of that God talk to MILF Manor. Only on this show can we pull that off.
I know. Well, that's the thing. God knows my heart. So that's why I leave it. Kate Hudson is going after her dreams. I love this, no matter her age. Now, Kate Hudson is 45 years old, and she's launching her music career. Her first album is coming out next month. It is. I'm very excited for Kate. And she told CBS News that when she was in her 30s, someone got in her head and told her she was too old to start a music career. Take a look.
There was someone who said to me, and it kind of jarred me a little. It was when I was in my early 30s, and they basically said, it's done, it's past. You're too old. And you know, for me, it wasn't just about being a performer. It was about wanting to write music. So it kind of resonated there for a bit. And then I was like, meh.
First of all, I have to say, I love that Kate Hudson is going after her dreams of making music because, again, Rita Wilson, I talked about it before. Rita Wilson decided to be a musician and start her own band at age 55. She, you know, she just went for it. She even wrote a song for the film The Man Called Otto. She said that she always wanted to just sing, and a friend said, just go and sing, and she did it. Now she's got a successful band. Tina Turner rebooted her rock and roll career in her 40s. You know, and I remember that she said a music executive told her that she was too old to be starting a career. And then she did, What's Love Got to Do with it?
She went and recorded in Europe, and it took off over there, and then America caught up with it.
And then she got a ton of Grammys and platinum albums. Gloria Reuben from ER left her job on ER to sing background for Tina Turner. So she did it in her 50s. So Kate Hudson, you too can do it. Like our friend, our friend Bevy Smith says, it gets greater later. And I think that it gets greater later because we have a lot more life experience to add to whatever we're doing. So you have more stuff to write about. You got more to lean into. And at this age, you got nothing to lose. You've already established your career. So go and we have those dreams, I think, as we age that we've never told anybody or a trusted few. And we don't, it's always been there in our stomach or sitting on the shelf with the fine china, I like to say. And you gotta go in there and say, let me try it. You got nothing to lose. Life is so short. You don't wanna look up at the end of the road and say, I wish, if only, what if? Do it now. That's what I say. Try it. What's wrong if you just try it? Over the summer, because y'all know I talk about it all the time, I love to karaoke. I love to sing, but I can't sing. I can carry a little bit of a tune, but over the summer, because I've been thinking about it so much, I'm gonna start taking singing lessons. Because here's the thing. God created me, I look like a gospel singer, but I can't sing. I look like one. But I don't have a desire to make an album, but I do have this secret desire. I've always wanted to be like a backup singer and dancer for Charlie Wilson. Charlie Wilson. I do. I love Charlie Wilson so much. And I love his backup singers, because they just connect with you. So I'm just saying, Uncle Charlie, if you're looking at this show, I would love to, I just want to get up behind Charlie Wilson. You know them backup singers, they be doing that? And then they'll do a little turn, and they'll keep doing that. I would love, so if anybody knows Uncle Charlie, could you let him know that he's got a backup singer in the making? Y'all, we got a great show for you today. Because up next, Ruben Studdard is here. There's more Sherri. BRB. This month marks 21 years since my first guest won American Idol. And somehow, he is still finding new ways to win over our hearts. He just released his 8th studio album. Yes. Plus, he and his wife welcomed their 2nd baby last month. Would you give it up for one of our favorites, Ruben Studdard? Look at you! Oh my God!
Hello.
Hey! Have a seat.
I will.
Ruben! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you.
Man, you got some comfy chairs on your show. I like this.
Because we like you to come back. We want to welcome you back. It's so funny. You just sang at a sold-out, star-studded tribute to Clive Davis.
Yes.
It was so many people there. Because this is you and Babyface. But let me say some of the names who were there. You had Babyface.
Yes.
Busta Rhymes.
Yes.
Fantasia.
Yes.
John Mellencamp.
Yes.
Barry Manilow, Santana, Dionne Warwick, Ruben Studdard. Like, was that night crazy?
It is always like that around Clive. I even remember going to like my first Grammy Award kind of party with him, and I was just, I took my mom, of course, and I remember Smokey Robinson walking down the red carpet of his party. My mom was like, "Oh my God, it's Smokey Robinson." Mr. Robinson, my mother would love to take a picture with you. So every time I'm around a Clive Davis event, you can be assured to see nothing but legends there. I was just happy to be in the room.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I want to ask you about your daughter, but I remember you when you were on American Idol, and you came out. Y'all remember Ruben? He had the big eyes, and it was just like, it was like you always had this look like, I can't believe I'm here, and you made it week after week, and now you're here. You're cemented in this place. How does that feel, Ruben?
It feels absolutely amazing to know that God is a sustainer. He will keep you in spite of the obstacles that are placed in front of you.
Yeah.
I definitely did not fit the mold of what people probably perceived or saw as an American Idol, but I knew that my talent and God's favor was enough for me. So
I know that's right.
Absolutely.
And so now we're seeing you, and I love following you and your family on social media. And your wife, Kristen, just gave birth to a baby girl, Henry, March 21st. Look at that little shaboo-boo.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so now you had your son, Olivier. Now you got a little girl. You are a girl dad.
I am.
Okay? That's Olivier right there. But you're a girl dad to Henry. Is this changing your life now?
It definitely has given me a greater respect for the women in my life.
Yes.
I definitely am thankful that I have been given the opportunity to be her father.
Yes.
But I believe that she's going to make me a better human being.
Yes, absolutely.
And not that Olivier doesn't.
Okay. But it's something about being a man having a girl.
Olivier keeps me on my toes. He's always like, I have to play a lot more than I normally would. So we're out in the yard running and being rough, but I know that I'm gonna have to be like, very, very hands-on with Henry. So I'm looking forward to watching her grow up and becoming the type of woman her mother is. Okay, so I want to say this, People.com have exclusively revealed the first pics of Henry today, so you can see even more on their site. But let me tell you a girl dad, and Rocky Carroll from NCIS was here a couple days ago, and he talked about the fact that, the boys don't come to the door anymore to say they want to date his daughter. Are you gonna be one of those old school daddies that say, I need to meet this one? Oh, they're gonna have to come see me. As the old daddies used to tell me, y'all gonna have to come sofa sit. They're gonna have to sofa sit. They got to come sofa sit for a second. Well, you know what? You got a girl. I'm glad you bald now, because you gonna really, boy, a girl take you through it. I'm telling you, you will lose your hair with a girl. Oh, man. But I love the name Henry. It's such a unique name. Where'd you get that name from? Henry was my wife's late father's name. Okay. And so, we named Olivia. His middle name is my brother's middle name. My brother passed away shortly before her father passed away. So we just wanted to make sure that they had connection to the people that were most important to us. Well, I love it. You got Olivia, you got Henry. Yeah. You are good. I want to congratulate you. This excites me because I love all your albums. It's called The Way I Remember It. Yes. Okay, it's got this... Your albums take me through so much, Ruben. But I love, it's so many beautiful lyrics on this album. Baby, you're a masterpiece. Because this was like dedicated to your wife, Absolutely, yes? So it's like, baby, you're a masterpiece. Even Jesus can see that's an angel. Yeah. I love it. But here's Ruben. This is what I love. Ruben, you also saying, I'm gonna have a handful of yams like I'm supposed to. Like I'm supposed to. Absolutely. So tell me, does your wife Kristen, how's she feel about you talking about grabbing her yams? I think she loves it. I mean, we are flirty with one another, and that's just a part of having a loving and caring relationship. Like yes, she loves it. I'm just happy I got somebody to sing about. You know what I mean? Like real talk, because everybody does not. And so when you find that somebody special, you know, I'm glad that I get the opportunity to tell everybody how much she means to me.
Well, how different is it? Because you were single when you won American Idol. You've been out there on the road. You've been out there. You came off tour with Clay Aiken.
Right.
So you've been out there in the streets.
Yeah.
Now, how's it feel now being out there in the streets? Now you're married.
It feels settling and grounding. Like I feel like I'm legacy building now, as opposed to like, you know, having fun with like my friends and music and doing the things that you look forward to doing when you first get in the music industry. Now it's like I see what I want people to think about me 50 years from now. Like I want people to, because I was raised by family men.
Yes.
You know, my grandfather, Hiawatha, my father, like these were people that, you know, family was important to them, and it's also very important to me.
Go ahead, Ruben. And you know what I love about you? Is your fans are really important to you because your fans love you and you've always stayed connected with them.
Yes.
And now you have an app. It's the Ruben Studdard app.
Yeah.
Tell me what this is.
Well, you know, I got the young people working for me now, and you know, they make sure I stay up on the Insta pages and the face chats. And then
the face chats.
The face chats. And then they said, well, you know, Mr. Studdard, we think that you should have your own personal app so that people can get all the exclusive content. Now, you know, a lot of times it's hard to kind of put everything you want to on those like social media platforms, but with this, I get the opportunity just to upload, like when I want to have a personal conversation about records. I want to put like full on like show clips and stuff for my show. There's going to be all kinds of things. I might be teaching a couple of master classes, seeing as though I was a professor at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga last year.
There we go.
Teaching music industry, so I do have a couple of gems to drop on this application for the young musicians. Well,
I want you to drop some gems on me because I watched The Masked Singer. I was on The Masked Singer. The Masked Singer, it airs tonight. Now, the internet they are convinced that you and Clay Aiken are the beats, okay? Are you getting, right here, are you getting a ton of texts about, are you one of the beats?
I could and I could not be getting a ton of texts about whether or not I'm one of the beats.
Okay. You can tell me, ain't nobody listening. Are you one of the beats?
Y'all just watch the show and see.
Okay,
you know.
so we have to watch the show to see. All right, well, I love the fact that you're a family man, that you are an amazing father. So I got you something for baby Henry. Thank you, Michael Lee. Okay, so it's two things. It says, my dad was a beat on The Masked Singer for Henry. And then I bought Henry another onesie. It says, my dad wasn't a beat on The Masked Singer. So I just asked you put Henry in whichever one is right and let us know which onesie was right. So we giving this to our Henry, and we're gonna send something for your son, Olivier. Ruben, I want to say thank you so much for being here. You did my heart good.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
You too. And y'all, the way I remember it is out now, and y'all be sure to download the Ruben Studdard app. And up next, we're cooking with celebrity chef Rocco DiSpirito. Keep it right here. Ruben Studdard! There's more Sherri. BRB. My next guest is an award-winning culinary powerhouse and a New York Times best-selling author. His latest cookbook, Everyday Delicious, will get you cooking like a pro in 30 minutes or less. Please welcome Chef Rocco DiSpirito. Okay, so
wow, I need to take myself more seriously.
No, you don't. You be who you are. Now, before we start, Rocco, you can scan the QR code on your screen for all of today's recipes. And I just have to say, summer is coming up. Yeah. No, we're not fancy. Summer is coming.
Scanning the screen?
Yeah, because
amazing.
I want them to get all of your recipes. You gotta be quiet so I can, because I'm looking at
get to work
I
now,
want to
right?
eat,
All right,
yes.
all right.
Summer's coming up, and we got these perfect, you got perfect dishes to help us get ready. So what are we making today?
We are making a crab and heirloom tomato salad, and we're making a seafood boil. Seafood boil with mussels, shrimps, crab, potato, corn, beer, all of it.
All of that. That sounds so good. So how do we start?
All right, so the thing is with summer, crab, corn, tomato all go together really well. So we start with a tomato like this, an heirloom tomato, big, fancy, gnarly tomato. Look at this. This is so
wow,
beautiful.
look at this. Okay.
We take either an open flame or a blowtorch and we score it. And
I don't know nothing about blowtorches, but I know, okay.
That's what you have me for. I do the blowtorching in the family, okay?
You are the blowtorcher. All right.
And you basically peel it and you slice it, right? So you end up with this.
And it's like this, all sliced up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's hit it with some salt and pepper. I know you know how to work in the kitchen.
Like the little,
you pretend
salt.
you don't, but you know how to do
No,
it.
I don't, Rocco, I don't. That's why, and I told him you helped me lose like 25 pounds because you were cooking for me.
Thank
you for that.
I think you did all the hard work, but I did help a little bit with the food.
You did.
Little olive oil.
Is this olive oil?
Yeah, that's garlic olive oil. This is basil vinegar. Let's add that.
So basil vinegar?
Yeah, so
do I just pour it in?
Yeah, just pour about half of it in, exactly, yeah.
Like that?
And then, exactly. And this is corn stock. So we took corn and we boiled it. I know, right? Do you want to taste this? It's pretty amazing.
This is corn stock?
Yeah. It's like the essence of corn. So we took corn, we boiled it, we mashed it. Right? Isn't that great? Boiled it, mashed it, and then basically made a liquid out of it that we could use as a stock.
So look, as you're making this, like what inspired you to make Everyday Delicious?
Everyday Delicious comes from being at home. You know, in the last 4 years, there were some times where we had to be at home a little bit. We had to cook differently than we normally cook.
Yeah.
And, you know, being at home is different for a chef. We're normally, you know, we're used to the equipment, the people, and the prep cooks, and I wanted to make simple, easy dishes that were delicious.
Okay,
30
that we
minutes,
can make at
few
home,
ingredients.
too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I love it. Now, and you got the cookbook, Everyday Delicious, so you're going to be going out on tour when you're not cooking at home?
Can I make the joke about your nickname?
What, my nickname? What is my nickname?
Everyday Delicious. Am I going to get in trouble for that?
Yes, you're going to get in trouble.
You know it fits you perfectly. I mean, you know.
Oh, gosh.
You're going to have to cut that. You're going to have to cut that.
Oh, my gosh. So are you going to be going out on the road?
I don't know. I'm going to stay here now, I think. Yeah.
What are you doing now? Oh, my gosh.
Book signings. We're going to be at Williams-Sonoma tonight. We're doing all kinds of stuff. There's a post with a link and all that stuff.
Okay, so I'll take this from you right
here. Oh,
here.
you want it back? Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I'm going to put this right here. That looks so good.
I know. It's starting to look really good. So you're building the salad. And it's crab. It's
Oh, so you got crab
cheese.
on here.
Exactly, yeah.
Ooh, this looks so good.
Goat cheese, and then we hit
got
it with
the goat cheese. This is really good for in the summer because it's nice and cool. I like
for
that.
sure. And it's like all the summer ingredients. And we'll top it with some more.
And you got more?
Yeah.
Tomato. Ooh, that looks good right
summer
there.
plunder.
Okay,
now, let's
so what's
talk,
next?
Yes. Okay, so crab boil or seafood boil.
Can I say some of this while you're talking?
Of course.
Okay.
Seafood boil can be anything you want. It's just a pot with liquid. And in the pot, I have peppers and onions. And we're going to add beer. We're going to add tomato.
Yeah.
We're going to add all your favorite seafood, which I understand is crab, right? Do you love crab?
I love it.
Yeah, okay,
This right here is good.
So
I love crab.
So this is snow crab. We're going to add shrimp as well, lots of shrimp. We're going to add mussels, corn.
You putting in everything.
Potatoes, exactly. The only thing that's missing is, I think, sausage, right? That we could put that in there.
We got the meat. You know what? I wanted to ask you because I loved you. You just wrapped up a Tournament of Champions.
Yes.
And then you were a judge on Supermarket Stakeout Games.
Right.
So, like, do you like competing or do you like being a judge?
I like both, but the money is better when you win the competition, so.
I know that's right. I know that's right, Rocco.
Judging is hard because sometimes you're judging your best friend you don't even know they're in the house.
Yeah.
And you find out 7 months, 8 months, a year later, that was your best friend that you gave a 70 instead of a 92. So
Ooh, man.
Judging comes with its responsibilities. You know that. You know
this
that.
is good.
Thank you.
All right, so now we got a finished pot at the table. And John, you got to come up and try it. So we're going to go over here.
Yes, John,
we got
come
the
over
finished
here.
pot.
John, yes, we got plenty of food for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to put our bib. Oh, I got to put a bib on too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to put our bibs on.
Everybody get the bib on. It's going to be messy.
Because you know Willie will kill you if you mess your dress up, Sherri.
I know. Okay, so you're going to pour this whole, you're going to pour all of this out.
Yeah, so in a traditional seafood boil, you pour it on the table.
Yeah.
You pour it on the table.
This is what we do in D.C. and Maryland. You know, I'm from the DMV, Rocco. This is how we eat our seafood.
Okay, so on the count of 3, you're going to pour it out.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Hey! Oh, look at that!
Yes.
Isn't that
Oh, my God.
Wonderful.
This smells so so good.
And how's the dress? The dress survived?
Oh, yeah, my dress.
good,
How's
good,
the dress?
good.
The dress is cute. I know.
I didn't get anything on your dress. The dress is beautiful.
You didn't. Look
Well,
at
this
this.
is good. A lot of flavor in the shrimp.
Oh, my gosh. What else are you putting on here?
Oh my, everything. This is
Fresh herbs.
Cajun garlic butter, so it's.
Oh, my
Is
God.
it too hot?
No, it's good. This is like amazing. Rocco, thank you. Oh, it's got a kick to it,
Wash
too.
it down with some lemonade.
Oh
You'll
my
feel
God,
better.
so
You'll
here's
feel
the
better.
lemonade.
Yeah.
So Rocco, thank
Pass
you.
me some of that, John.
Thank you so much for being here, y'all. Rocco, woo! It's got a kick and I like it. For more info on Rocco's cookbook, go to SherriShowTV.com. It's got a kick. I love it.
Show TV got up next. New York Times bestselling author Sarah Jakes Roberts is here.
That's it. Thank y'all.
He can cook and read.
You did. There's more Sherri. BRB.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.
My next guest is part of one of my favorite families, and just like her father, Bishop T.D. Jakes, she is charismatic, a charismatic leader inspiring a whole new generation, and her new book is called Power Moves, Ignite Your Confidence and Become a Force. Please welcome Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts. Dying to talk to you since you went viral.
Yes.
When you had to take your wig off during a sermon last year.
Had to.
You know, did you expect it to be such a big deal?
I expected for it to be something that would be very embarrassing, something that people would make fun of. What I didn't expect is that it would feel liberating to so many people who were watching. There were so many people who were like, there was just something about seeing you stand in your truth that meant something to me.
It was, because did you feel it sliding off when you?
You know, I did. And then I saw someone, I thought they were worshiping, but they were doing a strong tug. Strong tug toward the front.
You like, that's a new hallelujah.
I've never seen that one before.
You know, when you talk about it being liberating, it was because after seeing you, I got on this show and I took off my wig in solidarity. I don't know if you got to see. I took the wig off. If you got to see me be in solidarity with you.
I did see it, and at a time when everyone was making fun of me.
Stop showing it, y'all.
At a time when everyone was making fun of me, to know that you would stand in vulnerability with me, it really meant a lot. So I had never met you, but I was really grateful. I think I DM'd you and thanked you for that.
Yes, anytime. But I have been praying that it will never happen
Never.
again.
I never want it
I'll
to
stand in
happen
solidarity
again.
with you for a lot, but I don't want that wig to come off.
Amen. I'm with you.
You know, it felt so powerful, and when you did it, like I said, I was even inspired. But is that what inspired your new book? And look, I want to put it up. Power Moves. Is that what inspired the book?
It is not. I was writing this book at the time that happened, and it's funny because this book is really about unleashing the power to be yourself.
Okay.
And I think a lot of us are afraid that if we are who we truly are, that people won't embrace it. And yet here I am, while I'm writing this book, having this very vulnerable moment, but also receiving solidarity, which reminded me that when we stand in our truth, we give other people permission to do the same.
Absolutely, and that's what you did. And I love it because in your book, you talk about self-confidence. And, you know, you've gone through a lot of stuff. I've listened to you nonstop, and you've been through so much. So how did you find your self-confidence? When did it happen for you?
My confidence began when self-forgiveness started. A lot of times we can't be confident because we know the truth about our scars and our wounds, and we think that that in some way takes away from our worth and our value. But the moment that I begin to embrace, this is my truth, and I have found beauty from it, and I've become resilient as a result of it, maybe the thing that I am ashamed of is actually the fuel that can be used to propel me into my confidence and making that change with it. Can I say, like, nothing that you have done took God by surprise. And yet God still says, I still have a plan for you. I can still work these things together. And if God can love us and still have faith in us, regardless of the fact that we don't have faith in ourselves, maybe we should see ourselves the way God sees us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Oh my goodness. Your father, who he came on, we love TD Jakes.
He's a good time.
You know, we do. But you know, we have TD Jakes, but I love it that you've made your own ministry aside from your father. You are your own woman. Like, and that's gotta be so hard having a man, your father is TD Jakes. Like, how did you find the strength to carve your own path?
It honestly wasn't hard because I never thought I would be in ministry. And then I was so raggedy when I first started preaching. I was just like...
You said you were raggedy?
Yeah, I wasn't eloquent. I don't speak in King James Version. Like, I'm more of the Message Ebonics version of the Bible. So I was like, what I'm doing has nothing to do with what he's doing. And then the more that I just maintained my truth in that space, it became evident that there were similarities, but I never thought I was following in his footsteps. I was just following the voice of God.
Oh, man. And as I look at you all the time and I follow you and I see you, and I've even gone, before I moved to New York, I'd started going to you and your husband's church, one church, and you are such a fashionista. Like, your style is amazing. You give, like, look at you. I never had a first lady. Look, they've always been very, very, coutoured and wonderful, but this right here, like, you give people permission to be themselves. So do you want to create this church for everyone to feel comfortable coming? How do you do that?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I think what you learned about one is, like, it's literally come as you are, and some of us are a little extra, and some of us just want to put on sweatpants and put on a t-shirt. It doesn't matter where you are. Show up in what makes you feel most ready to receive the word and what makes you feel most ready to be loved on by God. So for me, it's a little jazzy.
It's a little jazzy, and I love it. I always go, you wear the wide-legged stuff and you be walking, and I'm going, that Holy Spirit, you would be floating on the stage. Oh my gosh. You know what? And you and your husband have such a beautiful church. Like, is he here? He's here in the audience. Husband, Teray is in the audience. Your son is in the audience. Wave. I also just want to know, for those of us, because you're married. You've been married. You've been married. How long have you been married?
Almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years you've been married.
Yeah.
I love your love. But there's a lot of us single women out here.
Yes,
we've been fasting, we've been praying.
All right.
We've been quoting the scriptures. Like, what do you think is the secret sauce? I know you don't have the answer, but what's the secret sauce? Like, what?
The secret sauce I want to answer properly.
Okay, to be getting to that place of having a person who loves us, he adores you. He is in your corner. He supports you. He puts you first. So what? I want that. Is what I'm saying. I want that. Is there something I'm supposed to be?
I think you have to ask him that.
Is there a microphone? You got a microphone real quick. Teray, what I want. What do you say?
Well, I think that what God has for you is for you.
Okay.
And I just think that if you just continue to be, when Sarah and I first met, we were content within ourselves. We really, really were. And we were flowing in purpose. And so I think that as you continue to flow in this amazing purpose that you're in, he's going to show up.
John David Washington. John David Washington.
I think
Lenny Kravitz.
No. I think you got to be open.
I got to be open.
Right, to anything.
I thought I was supposed to be specific.
No.
Oh. Can I still shout out a couple names?
No, I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
All right, well, I just thought God needed to hear the name, but if you say no.
He got you. He know the name. He know the name.
Sarah, thank you so much for being here. Sarah Jakes Roberts' book, Power Moves, is available now. And studio audience, you are all getting a copy. That's it. We'll be right back. Sarah Jakes Roberts. There's more Sherri. BRB. It's time for one last laugh, and today's laugh comes from a husband and wife who love to play pranks on each other. Check out what happens when Leslie puts a dummy in the bed and waits to see how long it takes her husband Ricky to notice. Take a look.
Did you close the water right? Did you close the water right? Last time you left it dripping. Did you want to eat a snack? This whole time.
Okay, Ricky, I see how it is. It wasn't until you wanted a little hanky-panky that you realized your wife was playing a hanky-pranky. Thanks for the laugh, and we'll be right back. There's more Sherri. BRB. If you're looking for more Sherri, it's all on YouTube on our after show. Hear what I have to say to the audience on my open mic, go behind the scenes with my celebrity guests, get exclusive moments, and watch all the surprises you don't see on the air. We call it the show between the show. So watch and subscribe now on our YouTube channel. We'll be right back. There's more Sherri. BRB. For coming today. And I want you to please pick up Sarah Jakes Roberts' new book, Power Moves. This moved me, and I know it's gonna move you too, and it'll give you back your power. I hope something on today's show put a smile on your face, and I hope that it gives you the power that you need. So tomorrow, the Real Housewives of New Jersey will be here. Plus, we're shining a spotlight on Tony Award-winning performer, Melba Moore. So join us then for the best time in daytime. Bye.